Hello, and welcome to the 2022 Softball Australia National Championship Participation Briefing. In the spirit of reconciliation, Softball Australia acknowledges the traditional custodians of the country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respects to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people today. The participation briefing will provide all participants with information on why the National Championship events were reduced in length, the draw structure, COVID protocols all participants need to adhere to and safety plan information, team lists and publication of programs, ticketing and spectator numbers, opening and closing ceremonies. Softball Australia and the States and Territories had many meetings at the start of the year to discuss how the National Championships could take place in the current COVID environment. To assist in providing a safe championship, we agreed to reduce the number of championship days from the scheduled 6 days to 4 days. This reduces the number of days on ground for all participants and event staff to reduce the risk exposure to everyone involved. The reduction does mean a compressed format draw to fulfill a high-level national championship. Draws were balanced across all events with a number of participating teams in each age group to provide all participants with as equal opportunity as possible. Softball Australia has developed an overarching COVID safe plan that will provide the foundation of the 2022 National Championships. Each National Championship will have some variances to this safety plan that falls in line with the state government regulations. The COVID Safe Plan covers common sense general hygiene, game-specific do's and don'ts, and ways to reduce exposure prior to and throughout the championship. The COVID Safe Plan can be found on Softball Australia's website under the 2022 National Championship information page. To assist with reducing the risk of participants, Softball Australia developed a rapid antigen testing protocol that all participants, players, officials, umpires and statisticians need to adhere to. With more and more people testing positive within our softball community, Softball Australia needs all participants to be vigilant and follow testing protocols. We understand that R.A.T tests are not 100% accurate, however, we need to work together to provide as safe an environment as possible. Therefore, all participants need to complete a R.A.T test between 8 AM and 2 PM 2 days before you depart for each championship and upload to a portal. Procedure is available online and was sent to your state administrators for distribution. Please read this carefully as it provides information on what you need to do should you test positive. R.A.T tests have been sent to your state office with a list of participants for what championship. Please arrange to collect the test in time for testing. Regional participants, please source your own test and receive a replacement test from your state office when you can. If you test positive, contact your team technical manager immediately and make an appointment with a GP to get a medical clearance. If you become symptomatic during the championship, the host venues will have R.A.T tests available, test and isolate immediately. Pre-championship protocols are not really different to what you have been doing day to day. However, we do encourage you to reduce your exposure to general public in the lead up to your championship by creating your own pre-championship isolation bubble. Avoid high populated environments. If you feel unwell, advise your manager and/or member state immediately. Continue to follow your state government guidelines. Complete the online participation registration and sign the COVID-19 declaration, and complete the R.A.T test as per instructions. During the National Championship, should you be utilising carpool arrangements, wearing a mask is recommended. We strongly encourage you minimise the number of participants in each car to reduce the number of participants being exposed for prolonged periods of time. Whilst you're at your accommodation, avoid team meetings in small enclosed areas and consider wearing a mask in public areas. We strongly encourage you to avoid restaurants, hospitality venues and non-essential leisure activities. Where possible, cook meals at your accommodation to reduce your exposure to general public. Whilst you're at the venue, minimise your movement, especially between games. Remain in open spaces as much as possible and avoid large congregations. In addition to the general personal hygiene protocols, the following game protocols should be implemented. Maintain social distancing in the dugout. No sharing of food or drinks in the dugouts. No lolly containers or similar. Regularly sanitize your hands throughout the game. Coaches to maintain social distancing when engaging with participants and umpires. Reduce high fives between teammates. Reduce team huddles. At the conclusion of games, teams are not to shake hands. Umpires will sanitize all match balls at the completion of the game. To ensure the national championships are conducted in a COVID-safe manner, we require all participants to remain vigilant with their own general hygiene and continue to follow social distancing measures. If you become sick or unwell, isolate immediately and do a R.A.T test. As you can appreciate, Softball Australia has been working to a strict timeline to ensure all championships are prepared in time for the first pitch. Team lists were submitted to Softball Australia by member states in mid-March. We have already received a number of changes to the team list since submission due to injuries and COVID-related matters. Softball Australia will publish an event program for each event that will contain the list of players. Unfortunately, with all the changes that have already happened and are predicted to happen, we will publish at a specific date. Please be mindful that programs will not be 100% accurate. All programs will be available online within the next week. Championships are ticketed events for spectators. All players, officials, umpires and statisticians are free entry. However, there is a cover charge for spectators. Host states have commenced selling pre-championship tickets online. This will save you time and money and provide a smoother entry to the championship. Check out each host state's website for more details. Please be mindful that some venues have multiple entries, so please do the right thing and support the host. As part of the COVID-safe plan, there will be no official opening ceremony. Some events will have a ceremonial first pitch, most likely before the final. The shields will be handed back virtually at the technical meeting, and a time arranged to hand back to the tournament director on the first day of championship. Closing ceremonies will only involve the two teams playing in the grand final. No other team will be on diamond with these two teams. Formal presentation of award winners and other special awards will be announced. To ensure we can play our 2022 National Championships, we need all our members to do the right thing and remain aware. Good luck to all the teams and officials participating in this year's National Championships. Travel safe and we'll see you at the Diamond soon.